Welcome to a Golfweek.com Take 5. I'm Lance Ringler. Joining me, Julie Williams. And Julie, we're here at the Junior Invitational at Sage Valley. Day one is complete, and you're going to tell us about our leader.
I am. It's Sam Horsfield. He shot 4 under 68 today, so he has a one-shot lead going into tomorrow. He finished really strong, which is what got him into the lead. And a little known fact about Sam is that he is a transplant from Manchester, England. He grew up there the first 4.5 years of his life, and then he moved to Central Florida for the warm weather.
Well, something else about Sam, he's won a lot of junior golf tournaments, maybe more so than any player in this field. Wouldn't be a big surprise if he was to win this event this week.
No, definitely not.
All right, moving along to number 2, Julie, talk about Matthew Fitzpatrick, also from England. The interesting thing about Matthew is he looked like he was going to be the guy who was going to be leading this after the first round. In control, on top of the leaderboard all afternoon, but a bogey on 17, a triple bogey on 18 set him back. But the one thing that I learned about Matthew today is, you know, following the college game really well, Matthew is headed to Northwestern this fall, and the Northwestern head coach, Pat Goss, said Matthew Fitzpatrick is probably the most significant recruit Northwestern has signed since Luke Donald played there. And guys from England, Luke Donald, Justin Rose, you know, you had Lee Westwood, Matthew Fitzpatrick, definitely a player you're probably going to want to keep an eye on as he continues to progress in golf.
Yeah, that's a big statement from Coach Goss.
Moving along to number 3, Julie, talk about hole number 2. It gave people fits today.
Hole number 2, it was just like a parking lot out there this morning. There's a strong wind into your face, you're hitting downhill, and the green is surrounded by water, and it's a small target, and kids were making it was carnage. The hole averaged nearly a stroke over par. There was a 9, there were 4 quadruple bogeys and 3 triples. Only 6 kids made birdie there today.
Yeah, it definitely, in what we saw, it did get a little easier as the day went on because the wind had a big effect on that hole. It was 195 yards and just nowhere to miss it. Number 4, Julie, actually could be our number 1 today because that's how many strokes it took for Ben Griffin, who is from Chapel Hill, North Carolina, to complete the 16th hole. And we had a chance to talk to Ben about his ace.
All right, so on 15, I just come off a birdie. I missed an eagle putt, so I was feeling all right, you know, felt like making another birdie to make up for it. And I got up to the tee. It was about 217 yards, I think, to the flag stick. And I was going to hit a hybrid. There was a little wind into us, and then it felt like it was going to calm down a little bit. So I was just like, all right, let's hit a 205 club from 217 and just smash it, aim for the center of the green, and hit a little draw. Ended up right at it. I said, be right, and I looked down, and I didn't even see it go in the hole, but I just heard the crowd just go crazy. It was pretty incredible.
Our 5th and final take, Julie, if you take a look at Christopher Ventura's scorecard, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, this goes back to the second hole we were talking about. He made a quadruple bogey 7 there. And then starting at number 8, he made 7 birdies in a string of 8 holes, which has to be one of the most impressive stretches of any player in the field today. And that actually put him in a tie for 4th, so he put himself right back in contention.
Yeah, if you take a look at a lot of players' scorecards today, there were some birdies being made, but there also, it seemed like almost every kid had a big number.
Yeah, and usually at 2.
All right, well, that wraps up day 1 here at the Junior Invitational at Sage Valley. Julie, you going to be here tomorrow?
I will.
All right, I'm going to be here too, and that wraps up play from day 1 here at the Junior Invitational at Sage Valley. Make sure you check out Golfweek.com, JuniorInvitational.com, and don't forget to download your app. I've downloaded mine. Julie's downloaded hers. Get your app, and we'll see you here tomorrow on Golfweek.com.